This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake that body.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Call Kelly Kinkaid.
Kelly Kinkaid.
It's First Aid with Kelly Kinkaid on Sway in the Morning.
That's right. Kelly Kinkaid is here. And I kind of introduced the topic, Kelly.
Yes.
But I'm going to let you take it from here. Welcome to the Good Morning.
Good morning, Sway. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, citizens. You know, as the last Thursday in October, we must celebrate all the breast cancer survivors because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's very important, Sway. And I have two guests who are breast cancer survivors. And you know, interesting fact, one in eight U.S. women are diagnosed with breast cancer. And one of our guests, we were talking about Bershan Shaw. Good morning.
Yes,
we were talking about
good
every
morning.
2 minutes, someone is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yes, every 2 minutes, someone is diagnosed with breast cancer in America. So it's not a game. It's not a joke. And I really am passionate about helping women really check their boobies. I have a campaign going on.
Yes.
Yeah, hashtag CYB check your boobies, because I'm a stage 4 breast cancer survivor.
Right.
Doctors gave me 3 months to live. I'm now 7 years cancer-free.
Hey, that's what's up,
Yes.
Bershan.
Yes.
You know, and Sway, I also have another guest, Dawn Capers. Good morning, Dawn. She's a 7-year breast cancer survivor. And you know, this is scary. Good morning, Dawn.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. So, Bertrand, you are a 7-year as well?
So I'm actually 9-year
9.
altogether. So I got diagnosed in 2007. It came back stage 4 throughout my body 2009. So
Wow.
altogether 9 years. But I mean, I'm really passionate about women checking their boobies and really understanding their breasts in the shower with your man. Do it.
Right.
Check up on yourself.
Can I ask a question? And leading up to it, like, is this something that runs in your family or what?
So interesting enough, it does run in my family, but people who are getting diagnosed, it's only 10% that run in their family. The other 90%, it doesn't. I really think it's like the food, it's like environment, it's everything, you know? And okay.
And Dawn, tell us about your story, how you were diagnosed, and you're a 7-year survivor.
So there was no history in my family whatsoever. I was healthy. I was under 40, active, all of that. And there were some slight signs now that I think back on it. I would wake up in the morning and sometimes my nightshirt might have like a little dot on it, but I kind of ignored it thinking like, oh, it's just nothing. And then I went to the doctor and she discovered a tumor. The tumor was in the early stages and we caught it early. But, you know, it was just something I could have ignored. A lot of women don't go to the doctor and don't check, and thank God I did. My best friend at the time was diagnosed at the exact same time. We had similar tumors. Our paths took different ways and took different treatments, and she ended up passing away from it a few years ago.
Wow.
Oh,
And you know,
sorry about
Sway, I was really important to have both these ladies on air with me today. You know, breast cancer affects women of all color and also men, but in Black women, African American women under 45, it's more common in African American women. And it was important for me to bring you guys here to share your stories so we can start getting tested early. What can we do? And both of you all are living testimonies that you can beat it, you can survive it, because as Dawn was telling me her story, and I know for you that Dawn, you were sharing with us when you were diagnosed, how you had to really take control and focus on yourself to get better, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I was working a marketing job. I was busy all the time. I was married. I was a mom. And, you know, when my doctor told me, I immediately was like, okay, this is in the early stages. So, you know, can I just wait a few months or let me get some things in order? Let me do this. And he was like, stop. What you really need to think about is staying alive. We caught this early and like, don't let something continue to fester and be sick in your body. So we have to kind of step out of that nurturing mode and let me take care of business and everybody else and take care of ourselves.
Right.
And that was really critical for me to change my mindset.
Right, and Bershan, for you, you were diagnosed, had it, and it came back. How were you able to deal with it?
I got to tell you, I was devastated. I mean, literally to find out that you have stage 4 terminal breast cancer, when the doctor told me this, I really had to get myself in order. I changed everything. Actually, I got a free ebook on my site and telling you exactly how I did it. The 5 steps in healing cancer on Bershan.com, because I really had to change my mindset. I changed the way I ate. I took out all meat. I started exercising 3 to 4 times a week. I started meditating, and I started loving myself and getting to myself. You know, we as women, we take care of the husbands, the boyfriends, the kids, the job. We take care of everyone else, but we don't look into ourselves.
Right.
So I really did start taking care of myself, and I started documenting every day, because they started wondering, what did I do? I documented every day what I did so I can help women. That's why I did a free ebook.
Right.
A free.
It's an ebook. It's on my site.
Okay.
Bershan.com, Bershan.com, and it's like 5 steps to heal from cancer. It's what I did. It's like really in depth, and I go, you know, I tell you supplements and all that stuff, because I really think that we really have to wake up and be aware, because men get it. Somebody called me last night. Diagnosed with breast
Men
cancer.
get breast cancer. I want to open up the phone lines. Don, thank you for being on the show as well, Bershan.
Thank you.
Sharing this story. This is intimate stories. You know, these and a lot of folks are in their lives, everyday lives, are affected by this. The daughters, their mothers, their grandmothers,
Aunties.
If your life has been impacted by breast cancer, these women are living testaments that life goes on and you can beat it. 888-742-3345. Give us a call right now.
Kinkaid on Shade 45.
Check your boobies in the shower. Do a self-check. Right arm, left arm, whichever arm you prefer. Raise your arm, go in a circular motion, check your boobies. Feel for something that doesn't feel right. Your breasts may be hard, they may be soft, they may be lumpy. Whatever they are, you will know it. Check your boobies, don't forget.
That's Bershan Shaw, who's in studio with us right now. That's from her YouTube channel.
Yes.
Also, we have Don Capers online with us, and these women are survivors of breast cancer. It's First Aid with Kelly Kinkaid.
Yes, and Bershan is also a motivational speaker, 9-year breast cancer survivor, and Dawn is a 7-year breast cancer survivor. You know what's so interesting? According to the U.S. breast cancer statistics, in 2016, there are more than 2.8 million women with a history of breast cancer in the United States, and breast cancer is the highest as far as death for women.
Yes,
It beats lung cancer. And I thought it was important to speak about it today because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And, you know, every month we need to check our breasts, check our boobies. You know, and a question to both you all, Dawn and Bershan, how do you all do your checkups now? Like, is it different now? Do you have to go get checkups more often now?
So for me, I'm very diligent about going to get my checkups, annual with the doctor, as well as monthly checks of myself. And you know, I keep a real eye on any changes in my body. I think we just kind of go through and, like, if you're not feeling good and you know, you just say, oh, I'm just a little tired today. If I'm feeling exceptionally tired consistently, that is a sign that something is going wrong in my body. And that's go to the doctor. Don't just say I need more sleep. That is a sign, ladies, that you need to get to the doctor because there could be something that your body is trying to fight that's growing. For me, that was a sign that I ignored, just thinking it was the day-to-day life.
How is your diet?
So my diet now has improved drastically. You know, we love our fried food and we love our sweets. And those were two things, you know, I had when I wanted to have before. But now I've really changed, so I don't have the fried food. I really avoid soda, especially diet soda. And I've introduced a lot more things, like olive oil, broccoli, kale, try to have salmon. I very rarely, if ever, have red meat. That really has made a difference in how my body digests things, but also a lot of those foods that I named before, like the red meat, the sweets, the sodas, those things are not good for people that have had cancer or, you know, just for trying to avoid getting cancer.
What's in the diet soda that you avoid?
the artificial sweeteners.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a big one. People say, oh, if you're trying to avoid sugar, have that. But my doctors have specifically said, do not under any circumstances have diet soda. And I only need to hear that once.
Right.
I
And
heard
it's the
that.
artificial sweeteners.
Absolutely.
It's so true. And me, I changed everything. Let me tell you, I literally stopped eating meat. It was not easy at first, but every month, look, it's either living or dying, right? Mine was stage 4, so it was life or death. I literally went on boot camp. I said, okay, every month I'm going to take meat out of my diet because all of these antibiotics, pesticides, all of these growth hormones, you really need to watch what we're eating. I know we want to live like nothing's wrong, but you have to watch your health because what you put in is important. So I took chicken out 1 month. I took beef out 1 month. I took pork out 1 month. I took lamb, and I love some lamb and a good steak, right? I just took it out and started adding greens. Like she said, kale, broccoli, beans, lentils. I really, really changed all that. And I'm telling you, I say affirmations. I really believe in affirming that you are healthy. You know what? Everything is about your belief system. If you believe you're going to beat it, you're going to beat it. You know what? If we think we're going to lose it, there's so many people that I coach because I coach women who are dealing with health issues and breast cancer. If you think you're going to fail and lose the battle, then you're going to lose it because you're already up for saying, I'm not enough. I won't win. So I had to change my whole mindset and started exercising. It's not a game. You really do. Everything she says, diet sodas, what's in that? Come on, artificial sugar.
I have, is it Jana from Illinois or is it Jana? Is it Jana? Gina. Okay, Gina is from Illinois. Now, you're a dietitian for cancer patients.
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, what can you offer to this conversation, and especially after hearing what Bershan and Don had to say how they changed their diets?
No, I agree with all that they said. The recommendations from the American Cancer Society, they want you to exercise daily, just like she said. They want you to incorporate more plant-based proteins like beans and such. A plant-based diet has been known to be cancer preventative. Limit red meats as much as possible. They actually just came out with a new study that found the preservatives are directly linked to cancer in those. So things like bacon
can you
and
repeat
deli
that?
meat.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. So the preservatives that are in red meat are actually directly linked to cancer.
See, that's terrible.
Wow. Wow, the preservatives in red meat are linked to cancer. Because I couldn't understand how come we have more cases of cancer today than we did 30 years ago.
Right.
But I'm confused because not all meat is created equally. So, if you're going crazy at Popeyes, then obviously that's going to lead you down a darker road. But if you paying like $40 more for grass-fed organic, isn't that free of antibiotics?
But so here's the thing. Who's really going and eating organic? Ask yourself that. You know how expensive it is to go to Whole Foods and get wild organic salmon? That's for 2 pieces, that's already $25, $30. And then to get grass-fed lamb for that's $30, $40. You're at $100 just for 1 meal or 2 meals.
Right.
And when you go to the restaurants, you think they're giving you top shelf organic wild fish? Come on.
Yeah.
Because they have a bottom line. They're trying to make money. So what I did is that the only thing I can control is what goes in my mouth and my body. I can control that I'm not having lamb. I can control that I'm not going to Popeyes. I can control that. You see, I realize is that we really take our health not as seriously as we should.
Yeah.
Because we're living and we're like, oh yeah, it won't happen to me. And let me tell you, it will happen every 2 minutes. Someone in America is diagnosed.
Hey, Gina, thank you for this information. Gina, is there a place that people could find out more information that you could direct them to, perhaps?
Yeah, if you go to the AmericanCancerSociety.org, they have information that is directly created from dietitians and goes through each food. If you ever look up a certain food and tells you if it's cancer protective or cancer causing.
Okay, thank you, Gina. You're a citizen.
Slay in the morning.
Appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to take some more callers. Before we do, Bershan, can you give out your information to your platform so people can find out more about your ebook and everything you're doing?
Thank you. So it's www.bershan, bershan.com. It's bershan.com, bershan.com. And on my website, I have 5 steps to prevent breast cancer and cancer. The things that I did.
The things that you did personally. And then also, Don, do you have a place people can reach you if they want to find out more about your story and the things you're doing?
You can hit me on Instagram at The Marketing Genius. So you can reach out to me there. And a big thing that I do with people is, women always worry about how am I going to look after I go through breast cancer? Am I still going to be me? Am I still going to be beautiful? And a big thing that I do with people, especially the women, is really help them to understand how you can be beautiful through it and you can be beautiful after it. So I'm a survivor, but I still consider myself cute.
I love it. She's cute.
So we're going to take more of your questions because there's a lot of folks on the phone lines right now. 888-742-3345. I have a question as well. Give us a call. First Day with Kelly Kinkaid. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. First Day with Kelly Kinkaid. We got Bershan Shaw here in studio, survivor of breast cancer.
Yes,
9 years survivor. Don Capers online. She's 7 years survivor. Give them a round of applause.
Absolutely.
Testament that you can beat this thing. We have people on the line, but first I want to ask you, a lot of folks feel like once they're diagnosed, they become sicker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they're scared to go be diagnosed. Right?
So that's the biggest thing with breast cancer and any kind of cancer. They don't want to get the checkups. Yeah. So a lot of women go and get mammograms and they never go back.
Because they hurt.
Because they hurt, right? Because they hurt.
Word.
They do hurt a little bit. They do hurt.
They hurt?
But let me tell you, you want to live, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. I take that pain, but shoot.
They do hurt because they squish it. They squish it in.
How is
There's things that hurt more, though.
Exactly. This is true.
But that's the biggest thing, that everyone's living in the fear.
Yeah.
Everyone's living in the men are all cringing. Me and wonder, like, they hurt?
What I found with mammograms for African American women, my personal story, it scared me because I had to go back and get an examination, and they told me African American women, we're a little more fleshy, and so sometimes it could be seen as a tumor and it's not, but the madness that you go in your head, like, what if I have cancer, and you're so, both of you all are so right, you have to stay positive about it. It's just something that you have to do, and especially for women, if you've had it in your family history, and now with the things that people are putting in our food, it's so important to get these checkups.
We have someone on the line with us right now. Victoria is from Tampa in Florida. Good morning, Victoria.
Hey, Vic.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning.
Doing well.
And, I'm from Inglewood, though, not Tampa. I don't know why it said that.
I don't know why.
My sister, last year, she was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer at 26 years old.
26 years old?
Wow.
26 years old. 2 months after she gave birth to twin baby girls, she felt a lump, and she went to the doctor, and they told her it was probably just a clogged mammary gland because her milk never came in. And they told her to keep an eye on it, and if anything changed, to come back. And she went back 6 months later. They gave her a biopsy, and it was stage 3 cancer. It had spread into her lymph nodes, and she did, I think it was like 5 months of chemo, and then she did radiation. Then she had surgery, and then she did radiation. She had a double mastectomy and I think 21 lymph nodes removed.
So how's she now?
She's good. After surgery, she had surgery back in March. She was considered cancer-free. She has reconstruction in April, coming April.
Wow, well, I'm happy to hear that, Victoria. Did she change her diet?
She's working on it. It's something that's hard because, she's working and she's a full-time mom, but she's working on it, and I'm working with her. I worked with kids doing kids fitness for like 4 years, so it's something that I feel passionate about, like a healthy eating and being healthy and exercising.
Yeah, that was
trying to get her.
My question to you is, what steps are you taking, being that that's in your family now? Have you continue to get checkups, being that your sister had it?
Yeah, I get a yearly ultrasound done, and she actually tested positive for the BRAC1 gene, the genetic mutation, and I actually just went and got my genetic testing done, and I don't carry the gene.
Wow.
Okay. All right. That's
Thank you
for sharing your story. Okay. We have Tasha on the line, and by the way, Victoria, you're a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
Okay. Tasha's from Las Vegas. Good morning, Tasha.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So
I just, I'm sorry, Sway. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Go ahead and share your story.
My big sister was just diagnosed with stage 3 cancer about a month and a half ago. She lives in Connecticut, and, you know, it's hereditary. Her mom passed away 2 years ago from the same breast cancer that she was diagnosed with. She's now currently going through the chemo, and she's going to have her breast removed around February, March of next year. And, you know, she's really positive about everything. But I just want to say my sister was a vegetarian for over 20-something years. She hated meat. Even when she came here and cooked cooked breakfast, lunch, dinner, she didn't include meat because she wanted me and my other sister not to eat meat, you know. So I think, you know, it's always important to check your family history and get checked, you know, for early diagnosis, because my sister's mom, you know, she passed away, like I said, and my sister went and got checked because she was feeling sick, and the stupid doctor sent her home because he, didn't find anything. She went back the next month and she's in stage 3. She went to a different doctor, and he found it. So it's very important to get checked, ladies. That's all I need to say.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your call. I got a lot of people hitting me online too, like with a whole lot of questions. And I'm not the person to really ask. So what I would like, I'm the person who's inquiring because I have a lot of beautiful women in my family and around me and as friends. And I was telling you off air, Bershan, I've dealt with cancer in my family my entire life since a youth. So not necessarily breast cancer, though. So how can people, once again, reach you on social media? Because you got Marissa from Florida, Chico in D.C., Q in Philly, Troy in New York, Mitch in Maryland, Lance in Richmond, Jacob in Kentucky, Sean in Boston, all over the country.
I love it. So thank you. So you could go to my website, www.bershan.com, Bershan.com, Bershan.com. And you can hit me on Instagram and Twitter at Bershan Shaw, SHAW altogether. So my name is Bershan Shaw, Bershan Shaw. SHAW. And Facebook is my fan page, Bershan, too.
Okay.
BER. Yeah. And like I said, that's what I do. I coach families, support. I coach women who are going through it, men, and coach their support in the families, because that's a big thing, too.
So you didn't have to get an operation on your breast or anything?
You know, interesting enough, because I got diagnosed 9 years ago. That was like before everybody was like, no, people were still doing, you know, taking off their breasts. But remember, I was young.
Yeah.
Now it's like a movement. You're doing it. But I was young. They didn't know. And at stage 4, I mean, knock on wood, I'm alive. It's sort of like, it's terminal. So, you know what I mean? To go through the operation, why go through that when they think it's going to spread throughout your body even more? And like, you don't really have a good...
Yeah, because I'm looking at your cleavage right now. You got some beautiful cleavage going on. Go ahead and show the world. Go ahead, girl.
Right.
And Don, how can they reach you if they want to talk with you? Don Capers on the line.
They can reach me on Instagram at The Marketing Genius. So just follow me and also send me a DM. I'm a one-on-one type person. And again, my thing is about still feeling beautiful, being beautiful during and after having cancer. So still having a beautiful head of hair, still being able to feel like you can look beautiful, your eyebrows, your face, all that kind of stuff, because that affects us as women.
And, you know, Sway, lastly, you know, you said that maybe you can't answer these questions, but there are small cases of men with breast cancer, although it's, according to the breast cancer statistics, it's 1 in 1,000 for men. About 2,600 new cases of invasive breast cancer have been diagnosed for men. So I think you both hit it on the nose. You're your first doctor. When you're feeling something, lumps, feeling something wrong, you got to check it out. You got to not just dismiss it like, I'll be okay, I'm just a little tired.
Okay. Thank you, Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly, how can I reach you as well? Because we're going to post this segment.
Yes, we're going to post a segment on Sway'sUniverse.com. You can follow me on all social media, Kelly Kinkaid, Kelly Kinkaid. And congratulations, many blessings to all those breast cancer survivors, my cousin Valerie Jackson, everyone. Keep on spreading the word and having breast cancer awareness.
I love it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don, thank you for being on the show. Bershan, thank you for being on the show. Both of you are officially citizens.
Yes.
Sway in the morning.
Y'all go word with pride.
Sway in the morning.
There it is. Okay. Up next, some of our favorite stars. Well, we put them out of their comfort zone. I'll explain that to you next. Sway in the morning.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
On Shea 45.